command, Randy.
Our one point of agreement, sir. Virginia, I'm eternally in your debt. And rest assured, I'll reimburse you just as soon as the sheriff gives me back my belongings.
Yeah. Here you go. Like I said, ain't nothing in there.
Scoundrel, you haven't heard the last of Randolph Lord.
Randolph, please, let us leave this place.
With pleasure. Even under these circumstances, it's so good to see you again. I'd love to offer you breakfast, but unfortunately...
Oh, don't give it enough thought. I was hoping to offer you a nourishing repast in view of your ordeal. That is, if you are not too proud to accept.
Well, stubborn pride hadn't served either one of us too well, has it? Miss Fletcher? I'd be honored.
I'm sorry, it isn't exactly the Ritz.
Don't apologize. What it lacks in charm, it makes up for in company.
Hello, Miss Jenny. Howdy, Randy.
If only that so-called sheriff would make himself scarce, I've seen enough of him to last me a lifetime.
Blaze wanted to fix a special meal for us here at her place, but if you would prefer to go to the restaurant at the hotel...
I wouldn't change this place by this moment for the finest restaurant in San Francisco.
You always did know the right thing to say.
Well, perhaps that's because you always brought out the best in me.
Compliments of Mrs. Blaze Buchanan, folks.
Thank you, Jesse.
Nothing's too good for Miss Ginny Fletcher.
Well, you've made quite a place for yourself here, Jenny.
Yes. I realize that some of the people may seem a bit crude at times, but they are truly decent and caring.
Well, it must be your influence.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
No, you wouldn't. You're still as modest as ever.
In some ways. But I have changed a good deal since my San Francisco days.
Well, I suppose we've all changed. Then again, some things never change. No matter the time or the distance.
Please don't neglect your food, Randolph. I realize it's simple fare, but Blaze prepares a very fine breakfast.
Now, why are you trying to change the subject?
I'm not. I just know that you must be very hungry after your long night in jail. Please don't let me stop you.
I'll confess, I didn't accept your invitation just for the food.
Don't neglect the pancakes. They come from a special recipe. It's buttermilk batter.
Virginia, I'm trying to tell you something. I pretended not to care. I made every attempt to forget you. I even became engaged to a woman I didn't love.
Oh, you do not have to say that.
You used to talk about things like divine providence. I was always a skeptic. Particularly after you refused to see me again in San Francisco.
I do hope you will allow me to explain.
No, there's no explanations required. Our meeting here in this dusty cattle town has convinced me more than any inspirational words ever could. Surely it's a providence that you were here to come to my rescue.
Oh, Randolph, please do not make too much of my gesture. It was only $10.
No, it's more than that to me. Much more. I hope you won't think it forward to tell you I'm glad there's not a ring on your finger.
Randolph, there's something that you ought to know.
I know all I need to know. A kind of fate kept us apart, and now it's brought you back to me.
No, it was not fate. It was all a scheme. It was a calculated plan that simply cannot go on.
Virginia, what are you talking?
Randolph, I am so sorry. You may hate me, and I would not blame you if you did. But this cannot go on. It's all a lie. I must tell you the truth.
I don't understand, Jenny. What's a lie?
Everything. Your being here, my bailing you out. Oh, Randolph, I'm so ashamed. I cannot even say the words. But you are entitled to know.
Know what?
Randolph. First, you deserve to know why I refused to see you in San Francisco.
No, I told you no explanations.
It was not your fault. You were gallant and you were charming. perfect gentleman. The fault lay with me. I was told by my physician that I was incapable of fulfilling a woman's duty to be a mother. To be blunt, I was told that I was barren.
Oh, Virginia.
And I felt that it was unfair for us to allow our feelings for each other to grow. You deserve to have a family. I knew I could not give that to you.
Virginia, you've carried this burden all this time. You should have told me, Jenny. It wouldn't have made any difference to me.
But I had not yet learned to trust any man or myself. At any rate, I have been told recently that my doctor was in error.
You mean you can't have children?
Yes.
Oh, Jenny, that's wonderful. Oh, well, I mean a great stone must be lifted from your heart.
Yes. But one remains. I cannot even look into your eyes until I tell you the rest. Randolph, it was all a trick. Your being here, your uncollected hotel bill, your arrest. You were dragged back to Buchanan City and jail because it seemed to be the only way that we could get you here.
That's absurd. If my presence was needed for railroad business, a simple telegram would have brought me here.
It was not railroad business.
Well, then what was it? Why in the name of thunder was I subjected to a night in that wretched cell?
You are angry, and you have every right to be, but please do not ask me to say any more. Randolph, I needed to tell you the truth. Now that you have been told, I will trouble you no more. Goodbye, Randolph.
Virginia, wait! Virginia, who's responsible for this?